Welcome to Southaven Business Beat. Business and community leaders talk with us to provide invaluable resources to aid the business community.
Southaven Business Beat is sponsored by Pure Focus Media.
At Pure Focus Media, we believe every business has a story worth telling, and creativity, it shouldn't break the bank. What started with real estate photography grew into a mission to help businesses of all sizes stand out with compelling, affordable video content. From brand stories and testimonials to social media reels and promotional videos, we guide you every step of the way. We also offer professional drone services, capturing stunning aerial visuals for real estate, construction, and event coverage. And now we bring that same creative energy to your events with our PFM digital photo booth. It's the perfect add-on for weddings, corporate events, or community celebrations, designed to spark interaction and send your guests home with unforgettable memories. So whether you're growing your brand, showcasing your property, or hosting something big, Pure Focus Media is here to help you shine. Visit purefocus.media to get started today.
And now here's your host, Aaron Cozort.
Hello and welcome to another episode of Southaven Business Beat. I'm Aaron Cozort, and today we have with us Tracy Gallagher with DeSoto Hope and also Tamara Dickerson, who's a board member of DeSoto Hope. Welcome, and thank you for being with us today.
Thank you for having us.
Tracy, tell me a little bit about yourself.
Hi, my name is Tracy Gallagher, and I've born and raised here in Southaven, and my husband and I both went to Southaven High School together. Been here my whole life, and we have 3 children, Carol, Will, and Seth, and we own an insurance agency in town called Gallagher Insurance Group. My husband is also an alderman for the city of Southaven. So we love Southaven, love the chamber, we're big fans. And so in 2018, I was diagnosed with an aggressive form of breast cancer. And so I was looking for some support, did not find what I was looking for. There really wasn't anything in DeSoto County. And so I asked one of our friends, Ashley Parker, if she wanted to start a ministry for people. And so she said absolutely. And so that's how DeSoto Hope got started.
So, Tamara, tell me a little bit about you.
Well, I'm Tamara Dickerson. My husband, Greg, and I have been in DeSoto County for about 32 years. We have 5 children. I am a realtor with Remax Realty Group in Hernando. And so I, too, love DeSoto County. We've been here for a while, planted our feet here, and have raised children here. I was diagnosed with ovarian cancer in 2021. I knew Ashley and Tracy and went and helped with one of the first fundraisers, and I was the only person in the garage putting signs together that day that was not a cancer survivor or fighter. So we kind of all joked about I wasn't a member of the club. Remember that?
Well, yes.
That I was not a member of the club, and probably about 6 months later, I had a hysterectomy, and that's when they discovered the ovarian cancer. So Tracy and Ashley were 2 of the first people I reached out to and said, yeah, here I am. And they're like, welcome to the club, but it's not a club.
We did not want her to join this club.
Yeah, they were
we
like,
really don't want anybody to have to join us.
So I helped with that first Light Up the Lake, like I say, and then just kind of helping along the way. They asked me to be on the board, and since then I've been diagnosed with follicular lymphoma, which I currently have, and am working through that. But so that's DeSoto Hope has been a great blessing to me.
So, explain to those who may not know, what is DeSoto Hope?
Well, we are an organization made up of volunteers. There are 5 of us. We're all women, just happen to be women. We are fighters and survivors of different cancers. And we are just a group of women who just want to minister to other people in the county, men and women. You know, it doesn't matter. Cancer does not matter how old you are, what color you are, if you're fat or skinny, rich or poor.
It doesn't.
And it does not. And so DeSoto Hope has been their dream that they put together, and we've been able to be a part of it to watch it grow and just minister to people and let them know the biggest thing is that no one fights alone. We actually give these little bracelets out in our baskets, and I continue to wear mine as a daily reminder, that, and I've taken off several and given them to people.
Yeah.
When you hear the word cancer, you feel first of all, it's shock, and then you just automatically feel like, oh my goodness, I've got this fight ahead of me. And sometimes people do feel very alone
Right.
and don't know where to turn or what to do. And so that's where we try to step in and say, you're not fighting alone. There are 5 of us on this board that have been through it, but not only us 5, we can put you in touch with somebody, or we can, hook you up with doctors or nurses that we're aware of, or maybe even if we know of, tests that are being done that you may not
Right.
know of. We certainly don't try to be doctors or
Right.
anything like that,
Right.
but we do try to put people in touch with
The resources
with others,
they
with
need.
resources, exactly.
Absolutely.
Exactly.
So what, as you think about the story behind DeSoto Hope and how it got started, how long has it been in existence, and what has been the journey of DeSoto Hope since it started?
Okay, so we started in November of 2020. We gave one of our friends a basket of items. So going back, during my treatment, I had strangers knock on my door and say, hey, you don't know me, but someone told me you've got breast cancer, and I did too, and I want to come in and give you some things and talk to you about what I've been through. Had 2 strangers knock on my door to do that. And the community just came and supported and rallied, and I wanted that for other people. And
Sure.
so that's really was the point, was for everybody to have someone in their community come and say, hey, we're going to support you. So we started that. We gave our first basket in November of 2020, but we actually didn't get started until January of 2021. We got our 501c3 and got started. And our basis was just a way to show love were baskets. And so we put things in the baskets that we found out that we needed in treatment, and Tamara can talk about maybe some things that we put in the baskets.
So the baskets have grown as DeSoto Hope has grown, and we started out, just basic needs. And
Right.
as the 5 of us have talked about, with my cancer had this, effect, or this was a problem for me. So now the baskets contain, and I can't even go through all of it, but things like biotin mouthwash for dry mouth, or biotin toothpaste. We have a toothbrush in there. We have a set of wooden utensils, because sometimes when you're going through chemo or radiation, anything metal in your mouth is really aggravating and will just send you reeling. And people don't think about that.
Sure.
We have silk pillowcases that go in the basket. If you're losing your hair, sometimes it just feels prickly and uncomfortable, and a silk pillowcase really helps. We have the best devotion book that we put in there, and it's devotions, very short, but they're specifically for people going through cancer. And I'm telling you, it's just amazing how you can open it one day and it'll be exactly what you needed to hear. Things like a pack of peanut butter crackers, some Tums, some Queasy drops. What else? There's some face cream.
And then we try to put happy things. We got
Yes.
a fun straw. We do little squeezy balls.
Yeah.
So I just want to say that today is April of 2025, and we've given over 2,100 baskets, 2,100 baskets. And so the cancer centers help us with the people. Anyone can request a basket. So if they live in DeSoto County, we'll deliver it to their door. The 5 of us take turns. And then if they do not live in DeSoto County, but they receive treatment here, we will take it to their cancer center. So those are the 2 stipulations to be able to get a basket.
Another thing that we have included in the baskets in the last year probably, and it's just through the generous donations that we receive, is a $50 Visa gift card. And that's for the people who live in DeSoto County.
Right.
And part of the reason for that was because we were hearing from some of the cancer treatment centers that people were missing appointments because they couldn't get a ride or they needed gas or whatever. So our goal in that is that no one misses an appointment.
Right.
But you know what? Even if a woman gets that $50 gift card and maybe she's just gone through a mastectomy and she needs a pick-me-up and she needs a new shirt, if she wants to spend that $50, there's no stipulations on that.
Right.
It's just one of those ways we can bless people and hope that they use it for whatever needs they have.
Sure.
So
Sure.
that's
And
huge.
again, that's women, men, it doesn't matter. We've got-
Children, we've ministered to some children.
yes, and we try to,
Yeah.
each basket is tailor-made for that person and the type of cancer that they have.
Absolutely. Just delivered one the other day to a child, and it had all kinds of Minecraft.
Right.
And we hate those. We hate
Yeah.
those baskets.
Yeah.
But Tina James, who is kind of the basket connoisseur and will put things together, she was quick to reach out to the mom and find out what the child liked, and ordered things specifically. There was a pair of pajamas and just neat, So again, we can minister to that child to let them know that other people are praying for them and thinking about them.
Well, we're going to take a moment and thank our sponsors, and then we'll be right back to the conversation. Without the sponsors of Southaven Business Beat and without the community that's involved in the Southaven Chamber of Commerce, this podcast wouldn't be possible. But through this podcast, we're able to highlight great works, great opportunities, and great businesses that are going on in this community. So we hope you'll subscribe, and here's a word from our sponsors.
Every brand has a story. Let us help you tell yours. At Pure Focus Media, we specialize in professional video production, photography, and drone footage that elevates your message and captures attention. From real estate to events, we deliver content that connects. Visit www.purefocus.media to schedule your next shoot. Pure Focus Media, where your vision comes into focus.
Staying ahead in a world driven by technology is key. At Wisdom Integrators, we simplify tech solutions for your business. We specialize in customizing audio, video, and IT services tailored to your needs. At Wisdom Integrators, we don't just solve problems, we create opportunities. Wisdom Integrators, connecting your world, solving your problems. Now back to Southaven Business Beat and host Aaron Cozort.
Welcome back. We're very grateful for our sponsors, and we're glad to be able to return back to this conversation we're having about DeSoto Hope. As you look at the impact of cancer in a community, it's massive. In all of the different ways it reaches in and affects people. And Tamara, you pointed out that it doesn't care who you are, how old you are, how young you are, your body type. It doesn't care about any of those things. It's so as you look at the treatments that people go through, sometimes there's times that people have to go outside of DeSoto County for treatment. And I know you all also participate in a way to help them. Tell me a little bit more about the travel grants.
Exactly. So we are able to give travel grants, obviously through, again, the donations of our people who help. I mean, the community has just been wonderful to support us. So the travel grant allows people to go. It's $500, and we have a application to be filled out. Basically, what we really just want to see is the appointment that they have scheduled, whether it's MD Anderson or they can, really go anywhere. But we need to see that they have an appointment scheduled, and that allows them, again, maybe it's the money to have a hotel room for a couple of nights or the gas to get there. But it's just a way that we can, give back and just say, we are with you. A lot of the people who go, who have used the travel grants have been able to go, kind of get checked out, and the doctors have been able to say, you're on a great path, go home and continue on your path.
Sure.
But if that's not the case, then at least it's gotten them there, and then they can make the decision on what to do further.
Right.
So.
And sometimes, you have individuals who really need that support that's outside of the area, and the only thing holding them back is the financial problem of getting there.
Yeah,
and so that can be very impactful. Right. And as you all work with these individuals and you work with the opportunities that you have, how is it possible, and in what ways can the community around DeSoto County, the business community, how can they get involved? How can they help you do the work that you do?
I'll leave that up to you.
Okay, great. So we have been blown away, honestly, with the community. People have stepped up in big ways, and it's always a blessing. I get emotional thinking about it, how generous our community is. So we have 2 fundraisers a year. We had one, it was scheduled for early April, but now it's been rescheduled for April 26th. It's called Light Up the Lake, and it's in Central Park in Southaven between Tullahoma and Sweeney. We'll be there the 26th at 6 o'clock at night. We've already sold the lanterns, but they can come by and see. We have over, I think, 700 lanterns that are going to be out around the water with people's names on it that people have purchased. We've had generous sponsors for that. We also have a donation button on our website. People that have lost their family to cancer have named DeSoto Hope as the beneficiary, and we've gotten money that way. We have a big event in October called A Night of Hope, and it's a big gala that we have on a Tuesday night, and so we have sponsorships for that people can do. And then a lot of times we just get checks in the mail.
Sure.
It's just wonderful. Groups and organizations have come together and made donations to us. A fun thing that if a school group or a church is looking for something to do is they can go to our Amazon wish list at DeSotoHope.org. They can see the items that we have that we put in the baskets, and they can collect them themselves. They can bring it to the office. We'll do a big presentation, whatever they want to do.
Right.
But they can be hands-on, giving us items that we need for the baskets.
Mm-hmm. We've had some gymnastics.
Yes.
Do you want to mention that?
Yeah.
Do a fundraiser.
Right. They did a raffle and named DeSoto Hope. We had a pickleball.
Wildcats.
Yes.
Wildcats. Yeah.
The Southaven Wildcats. The DeSoto leadership did a pickleball tournament for us, which was wonderful.
Tanger has been very.
Tanger has been. We've had a lot of sponsorship. A lot of people have
Yeah.
had different activities and have named DeSoto Hope. So
And individual, families have sponsored us. I was getting ready to say something else, and my mind just went blank. What was it?
I don't know. But we do have the people give it to us monthly. They just write a check or whatever,
is
and we
true.
are a 501c3, so it is tax deductible.
Oh, and on that, we've had a few people in the obituary. What is that? What
The
am I trying to
memorial.
say? Memorial. In lieu of flowers, give to DeSoto Hope. That is a huge blessing
It
that they
is.
would think of us at that time.
Yeah.
So,
Sure.
Very honored.
As you look through the history of doing this, what are some stories that just come to mind from your experiences?
Well, I when I deliver baskets, I always text ahead of time whatever the number is on the basket, and I'll say, I'm Tamara with DeSoto Hope Community Cancer Support, and I'm on my way with the basket. Is there someone there? Can I leave it in a safe place? And if they say there's someone there, then I'll always knock on the door. And it has been way more of a blessing to me just to be able to deliver the basket. Sometimes we get in conversation for 30 minutes. Sometimes there's tears. Sometimes there's prayers. It has just been the most amazing thing to make that contact. Sometimes we go in before the people even start their procedures or their chemo or whatever. I delivered one not too long ago to a lady, and she said, "I'm so glad you came today." She said, "I start my chemo tomorrow, and I'm scared to death."
Yeah.
So we were able to stop and pray together and just say, "You're not alone. It's going to be okay."
The voice of support.
It is.
The listening
It
ear.
is.
Those are all just even more than the baskets. Sometimes those are the
Absolutely.
things that matter for people.
Absolutely. Yeah.
So, what as you look at upcoming opportunities, what are some ways that in say this summer or later on in the year that people can look for opportunities to help?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, so they can go to our website and just donate money. That's always a big hit. They can go to our Amazon wish list and they can order items there. It'll come straight to us. They can do that, or they can, like I said, they can do a little fundraiser to raise the items, to collect the items and donate to us. Also, a couple more things. We do have at Baptist Cancer Center, we have bird feeders outside the windows for patients to sit and watch. Kind of makes they take their mind off what's going on in the chemo chair.
Yeah.
And Wild Birds Unlimited on Gritwell helps us with that. And so I have gotten pictures from people that they've sent me. Mom's here today, and this is what we're looking at, and there's birds on a bird feeder. It just makes our day, makes it all worth it to see how it blesses them.
Yeah.
So we'll have some bird feeders for sale at our Light Up the Lake, and we may have some extra after that. So there's just all kinds of ways, and they can always contact us. Sometimes people are more creative than us. They have some ideas.
Yeah.
And we're open to whatever. Really, we love to hear ideas on what people have to be able to raise money and to bless us, so bless people, because DeSoto Hope is not ours. We say it all the time. It's not ours. It's not mine. It's the community's. God's given it to us to be able to spread and share.
So, one of the things that we like to ask is how has the Southaven Chamber of Commerce been an impact on what you do?
I was thinking about this last night, about what the Chamber means to DeSoto Hope, and really it's just been very impactful because of the networking opportunities alone. So we put together with the Chamber a ribbon cutting, and we had an open house. And so we had a lot of people from the community come in, a lot of people that didn't know about DeSoto Hope. They got to come in and see what we do, and I think it's always impactful when they come in to watch. So that was a big thing. I've been able to go to the Chamber luncheons and meet all kinds of businesses, talk about what we do, see how we can connect with the people that are there. The speakers have been wonderful. It's been super grateful for, been good for DeSoto Hope. And then also one fun thing that we did that we didn't realize was going to be so fun, because we were tired it was October. Because October is like Christmas for us. We do a lot of things in October. But the Chamber helped put together a trunk or treat at Tanger. And we got to meet so many people. We had volunteers that came in, breast cancer volunteers that came in and helped, and the Chamber was there sponsoring that, and that was a huge impact, because a lot of times we don't see just people in the community face to face like we did that night. They were lined up getting that candy with the kids. And so I think that was a huge blessing.
It was, because it gave us the opportunity to tell people who we are and what we're about, people who'd never heard of us. So it was a great opportunity.
Yeah, so we really thank the Chamber.
Yeah.
And that's, that just highlights one of the things that I think is so impactful about Southaven's Chamber is the fact that they build bridges for people. They build networks for people that help them accomplish their missions or accomplish their revenue goals, that accomplish the things that they want to do in their community and their life. And it's one of the things that's special about this city and about this county is that we have such strong organizations like the Chamber of Commerce. So we're so glad that you all stopped in today, that we were able to highlight the work being done by DeSoto Hope. We hope it continues and flourishes. And if you're listening today and you're thinking, that's an organization that I need to get involved with, reach out to DeSoto Hope and find out how you can make an impact in the lives of people dealing with such a traumatic experience as cancer, but realizing they're not going through it alone. I'm Aaron Cozort, and thank you for watching another episode of Southaven Business Beat. Have a great day.
Thank you for listening to this episode of Southaven Business Beat. We would like to thank the following sponsor. Make your next event unforgettable with the Follow app. Connect instantly, stay organized, and never miss an opportunity. Ditch the business cards. Go digital with the Follow app. Network effectively, exchange contacts seamlessly, and grow your business. The Follow app, transforming the way professionals connect at events. Would you like to be a sponsor of Southaven Business Beat? Please email us, info@southavenchamber.com. Be sure to share and subscribe for more business resources. Thanks for watching.